On September 29th, Sheriff Toulon came to visit West Hampton Beach and spoke to all APUS government classes as well as criminal justice classes.
Then, followed by an interview with the broadcast journalism students, he spoke about his experiences as sheriff and shared some tips for the WHB students.
So I decided to follow my father's footsteps. He was a warden on Rikers Island. And it's ironic because I was getting ready to go into the New York City Transit Police Academy when the New York City Department of Correction called me. And so when I asked my dad which one should I go to, he said the Department of Correction because he felt like at least I'd know who the bad guys were if I worked on Rikers Island. So my duties as sheriff is to oversee approximately 900 correction officers, almost 250 deputy sheriffs, and 130 civilian personnel. The sheriff's office, or the sheriff, oversees the two jails in Riverhead and Yaphank, and then oversees the deputy sheriff division. And the term for the Suffolk County sheriff is 4 years. I was unemployed for all of 2017, and late in the fall of 2017, I was approached and asked to run for office, for the office of sheriff in Suffolk County. I've always wanted to be a leader of a law enforcement organization and took office January 1st, 2018. That added pressure of being the first, it's more important that I let people know who Errol Toulon Jr. is as the sheriff, and not necessarily the first African American, because I think ultimately I would want to be known as the best sheriff in Suffolk County. And two of the programs that we work with is Say Something and also Start with Hello. And we've trained over 28,000 students, parents, and teachers throughout Suffolk County in this program where students can now go to a trusted adult identified in their school district if they were to hear a classmate say they wanted to harm themselves or harm someone else in the school. This has been probably the most challenging time for a number of reasons which many law enforcement agencies throughout New York State and probably our country has had to deal with. You know, the first thing on January 1st of 2020, the bail reform legislation was enacted. And so that was a challenge because many individuals who I personally felt should still remain in jail were released from our custody and returned back to the community with my fear of reoffending with some of the heinous crimes. So my goals for the county are to make it as safe as possible so that anyone that wants to live in Suffolk County, that wants to walk the streets, raise a family in Suffolk County can do so with the ease of not feeling that there's threatening, there's crime, or there's something that could be detrimental to their families. You know, for teenagers or especially those that are just starting college, I would highly recommend that you find positive mentors in your life. So I would really strongly find those positive role models that you can go to and not only just seek advice, sometimes just have an ear as someone you can speak to when you're experiencing those challenging times in your lives. Go Canes!